Let's go over the O2J Volkswagen transmission, guys. So this transmission is a 5-speed manual. Came in the 2005-2006 Volkswagen Jetta TDIs. This transmission is pretty decent. I don't really have any complaints about it. The only thing that worries me, something you need to consider, even if you've taken care of your car, had it dealer serviced since day one, the concerning point is Volkswagen describes the fluid in this transmission to be lifelong, which means supposedly it doesn't ever have to be changed. Now, if it doesn't have to be changed, that means somebody really wouldn't check it. I recommend checking the fluid in these transmissions. This is how you do it. You have a hex, basically a big Allen head. Pull this plug and you'll see inside of there. Of course, this transmission will be level when it's sitting in the car and slightly tilted back. Check the level. If the level is full, it will drain out when you open this. If you're concerned about not having enough in there, fill the transmission up until it slightly comes out and then put a little more in it. Be easy to do if you had the car in an incline like a set of ramps. Now, they do make rebuild kits for these. They're not that much money. There's a company from back east that I really like to use. These guys, they're pretty damn good. And they break it down, what transmission you have, what gear ratio, etc., etc. This is the fluid we use. This is Volkswagen spec G070 transmission fluid from Kerma. You can get it from the Volkswagen dealership, or you can get it from Kerma. Another thing about this tranny. So this was set up to hold 90 horsepower in the BRM specification car. These trannies, I think, reliably would take 150 to 180 horse without having to beef them up too much. Of course, at 90 horsepower, they'll last a long time. So here's the throw-out system. You can see slave cylinder pushes from that side. Very simple, robust, hard to break. Our shifting fork mounts right here. It's our access plate on this side. We're getting ready to prime this transmission and paint it. If you have any questions about this transmission, go ahead and leave me a comment. Again, this is an O2J, and this comes in an 05 and 06 Volkswagen 5-speed BRM Jetta. There's our transaxle on both sides. But if you are nervous about checking the fluid, it's really not hard to do it yourself, guys. Just get under the car, take the skid plate off, and it's very accessible too. Right underneath the starter. Starter sits right here. You can get in here with a regular 3/8 ratchet, back it all the way out. You know, if you can't see any fluid, put your finger in there. See how much is sitting in there. Like I said, if it doesn't fall out when you open this, you need to add some. It's very simple. But go the extra mile, guys. Make sure your fluid is in the transmission and it's present. Don't buy the lifelong oil scam. I'm not saying it's a scam, but you're not taking into account as cars sitting through a winter. When vehicles sit through a winter, they attract moisture, especially in an aluminum housing like this. Any type of alloy housing, it collects moisture inside. Now imagine letting this car sit for a year or two. Even if it's undercover outside, you will still have moisture that gets in here. And that means that's mixing with your oil. I recommend changing the oil, I don't know, every 40, 50,000 miles. Just checking it is the biggest thing, folks. Check the transmission level. Make sure that there's good enough oil in there. And if you're worried about it, don't question it. Just change it out. It's pretty cheap. You're only going to need about 2 of those. Let's get a look at this part number real quick on this rebuild box. Comes with all the bearings. Now this is the takeoff out of a different transmission that was rebuilt here last year. Slave cylinder. Here's some of the old bearings. Of course, we had to cut some of them off to get them off the shaft. Comes with the seals. Comes with the races, etc., etc. Everything you need. Talk to you later, guys.